Good day to you, Virgo. Welcome to Meenakshi Tarot. Meenakshi, yep, some mixed up my cards. Okay, Meenakshi Tarot here. Welcome. I want to thank you for watching this reading for the 3rd of October, for the week of the 3rd of October. Thank you for those who have subscribed to my channel. I really do appreciate that. Those of you that's just watching, clicking by, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I appreciate that as well. So this is a general reading for you, Virgo. So take what resonates with you and leave what does not resonate with you. And remember, if this reading feels like it's not a fit for you, then please just look at your moon, your Venus, and your rising signs. Maybe it's just not meant for you. Don't force it to fit. Never force anything to fit. We see that you are going through some situations here, and there's a tower moment coming up here. I see you've got Scorpio energy here. You've got interesting cards coming up. You've got fire energy here, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You've got air energy here, which is Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. And that basically means you could have these elements in your chart. And this also means you could have people with these signs in their chart in your space. And sometimes it happens, you ask somebody, okay, what is your sign? And they say, I'm an Aquarius. But their moon could be Libra, or their moon could be Aries, so really need to know in detail what it is sometimes. So, but sometimes you can just look at, what these cards represent to say, okay, this is the kind of person that I'm dealing with. We see that some of you are going towards this love situation with a very passionate person, very strong persons, but there is a situation of complete change. This love situation causes complete change for you. Some of you could be really thinking about it, because you have to literally go down to your core values, to what is important, and you've got to think very clearly with your situation. You need to know that there's going to be a lot of changes, drastic changes, but from this change comes a lot of peacefulness and a lot of joy for you. This change is going to create, and this love situation that you are attracting in your space is going to be something that is really going to create a lot of chaos for you. And it's in this chaos, it's going to reveal a lot of truths about yourself, about others, and you're going to be able to evolve from the situation and move on from the situation. We see that you are going to be able to balance a lot more than what you have, or in some cases, some of you might be feeling that you're only going to take on, one or two things and manage that for yourself, not to allow yourself to become too chaotic, especially when it comes to moving forward and bringing in new things. There is this new opportunity that is presenting itself to you, that's coming towards you, but you do need to trust the process, and you need to step out in faith, knowing that this can happen. And some of you really do have to be like a child in the situation, and trusting and having this adventure and wondersome. In fact, sometimes I wonder whether children are always having adventure. I don't think, not every child is full of adventure. Sometimes adults are more adventurous than what they were when they were kids. So you do need to have the situation of having an adventurous spirit. You need to also realize that, what you do need to have some discernment in the way you are viewing things, because this could be a part of your personality as well, Virgo. When you're having this definement of self, where you're looking at your situations and you're being very clinical and very clear about what it is that you want and what is it that you want to achieve. But you do need to have the wisdom to look at what is happening where you are right now, because you are in a very creative phase where it's about producing results. Some of you could also be thinking as well with regards to a love situation, wanting to start a love situation, and you're making this decision to move towards this love situation, and this could be a very new situation for you. Some of you could be moving towards this fire energy, could be moving towards this air energy, or somebody with fire or air in their chart. So there's that. Let me get some more cards here, and let's see what more can we say here for you, Virgo. This is quite interesting, Virgo, especially after your birthday season. Okay, let's see what's going on here, Virgo. Okay, Virgo. See some of you wanting two queens, Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Wands. You've got Scorpio energy again. Two of Wands again. Do you have Two of Wands? Yeah, it's Two of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. Okay. So now we see that you are faced where you are feeling that you're needing to move on. And some of you could be wanting to become or move towards somebody who's very grounded and very astute and very calm and collected. Somebody who's very rooted. It's almost as though you feel you need the second chance, especially after having experienced this tower moment. It's almost as though you want this rejuvenation. But there's a lot that you need to learn right now, a lot that you need to focus on, especially when it comes to business ideas and new business solutions for yourself. You are looking towards being creative, between making money, between, just being financially secure and sure-footed. So we see you moving towards that. We see you getting this revival with regards to that, but we also see you going through this phase of, not quite sure about which way to go, making a bit of blind choices, because there's a lot of choices out there for you. And in order to make these decisions, Virgo, you need to allow yourself to be very grounded. It's not just enough that you let passion rule, but you do need to be very grounded in these decisions that you make. You could have a fellow Virgo, a fellow Taurus, or a fellow Capricorn in your space. So you could also be having that in your space, those energies in your space, or it could just be a reflection of yourself. But it's important that you realize that this is a time for you to take your collective thinking, your collective understanding, and allow yourself to leave what doesn't work for you. Leave it in the past and move on to something new. Have this rebirth of a new situation, a new opportunity for yourself. Some of you could be looking very much so at ending an existing relationship and moving on to something where you can be on your own, where you can think freely and you can have what it is that you want. So there's that's coming to an end, a relationship that is coming to an end, something that, it could have been a bit surprising for some of you. Some of you could be ending this relationship with this fire sign. Others could be looking at wanting to reconnect with somebody who's a very earthy person, somebody who's very grounded, very collected. We see this coming through. Some of you could also be looking at, like I said, there has been the Scorpio energy has come through twice. So there is this energy in your cards as well. Could be somebody in your space, could be somebody that you are interested in romantically, or could just be somebody that is a friend or somebody who is very important to you. Ten of Cups. So you're wanting to move towards this happy family situation. So let's see that. It's some of you are leaving something that's not working. Sometimes you stay stuck in a relationship and you stay in a relationship for what you think is all the right reasons, and it actually turns out to be you were just wasting time. You're wasting your time and you're wasting that person's time, because you could have gone on and had something happier. So we see you wanting to move towards something new. You've got Queen of Wands again. So you see there is Ace of Wands again in this reading. Nine of Pentacles here. Six of Wands here. Five of Wands. Seven of Cups. Nine of Wands. So we do see that there is this energy of you wanting to start something new and feeling very, very confident about yourself and feeling very in control of your situations, but also having to deal with a bit of conflict, especially when it comes to these new ideas. Some of you might have conflict from people that are not wanting you to leave a situation or a relationship, and sometimes it happens when you come from a very set, old-fashioned family values, old-fashioned way of doing. I'm not even sure whether I should say the word old-fashioned, because family values are good values. Staying married is a good value. Staying in a relationship is a good value. However, there are situations when people do outgrow each other, and this happens. And it's something that you need to recognize, that some of you could be in this phase, Virgo, where a relationship has run its course and there's no more, and you need to make this decision. You need to bring this reality to yourself. Some of you could be having a few people that you need to decide on. Some of you could be wanting to have this assurance about somebody before you leave your one situation for the next. You don't want to be alone. Some of you could be meeting up with somebody from the past and you have these choices to be made. It could be more than one person. So there's a lot of choices that you need to make. Some of you want to make this commitment, or you want to make a commitment with a marriage situation. You want this commitment. You don't want to stay single anymore, or you don't want to stay in a one unhappy situation. You want to recommit, maybe in an existing relationship or in a new relationship. But we see you wanting to move on. to make things better, to have this change and this improvement. You've gone through a lot of struggles, a lot of battles, and some of you could just be very tired and you feel like you need to make these choices. Let's see what was coming underneath here. Yep, some of you are dealing with a lot of conflict situations and things that are not working out the way you would like it to work out. So we see that there. We see that, it's really about you needing to take this leap of faith and see that you are connected, and you need to trust what is coming towards you. You need to trust the process. And it's very hard sometimes to trust that, Virgo. I can understand that, especially when one has to deal with so many diversities. You want to be happy. Everybody wants to be happy, and you have this opportunity, but you do need to make a decision. Because every time that you stand still and you say, I'm going to stay because this is in a better place today, then what happens 2 days down the line or a week later when it's not in that better place anymore? So choices, you have to make these choices, whether you're going to stay and try and make things work again, or whether you're going to leave and move on to something else for yourself. Okay, let's see here. What more do we have? So you've got this Magician and the Mirror. It's a beautiful card about co-creation, making things happen for yourself, moving on. Okay, let's see here. Let us see here. What do we have here for you? Third chakra. Archangel Chamuel in here. Action, contract. 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. So it's very much a case that you needing to be very affirmed within yourself and take responsibility and acknowledge ownership of your situations and manifestations of your realities. But you do need to allow yourself to come into balance, Virgo, where you are very calm, very collected, masculine, feminine energies, knowing what it is that you want, how it is that you are managing these things, and how it is that you are creating this new reality for yourself. You see, some of you are moving forward towards these situations. You could be dealing with purchase of a new property. You could be dealing with a divorce. You could be dealing with settlement offers. You could be dealing with new business situations. Some of you could be dragging your feet with regards to making these changes, but these changes are coming towards you, and these changes do need to be made. We see that you are feeling quite connected. You are feeling as though you need more information. You need more guidance. The guidance is there. The information is there. You just need to trust yourself with the situation that you're going through. Especially those of you coming to a situation where relationships have to end. You need to trust that, and you need to trust the process. Whether you are trying to make things work in an existing situation or accepting that things are not working out for both your sakes and moving on to something new, you need to also remember you have just one life, so you do need to make positive choices for yourself, Virgo. Okay, let's draw some more cards here for you, Virgo. Let's see what more can we say to you, Virgo. Okay. Support is all around you, fellow travelers, wandering path. Right now where you are, you just need to reach your destination. You just need to know that whatever choices that you are making, you're not alone in your decisions that you have to make, that you do have support, as you're moving forward. Some of you are dealing with decisions that you have to make that could be a little bit stressful for you. Know that you're not alone. You just need to enjoy where you are in your life right now. Enjoy this journey. You know that your light is shining very brightly and that you will reach your destination. This path is not a sad path. You're not, changes that are coming. You may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed, a little bit lost in certain situations, but just allow yourself to wander, to enjoy the journey, and knowing and have full faith that you will reach where it is that you need to be, Virgo. You don't need to have all the answers right now. You don't need to know exactly what's going on right now, but just feel comfortable and rest assured that you will get to where it is that you need to be. You need to have faith in the process. It's important that you realize that. Okay, let's draw one more card for you here and see what is the final message here for you. Virgo. Okay, Virgo. Great Seer. Yeah, this is one of those very intense cards. You mean it's really about Mars energy. It's about the anger, the conflicts, and learning to soften yourself to love. Okay, you know, very often, Virgo, that most of us get very upset with having to deal with confrontational issues, but this is saying to you, know, don't be afraid of that. You know, this intense energy card. I mean, look at this intense energy card. I mean, it does seem to be quite a scary card. It is very confrontational, so it's really about allowing yourself to let that love in. And it's, I mean, Mars is known as the planet of war for many people. That's how they look at it. It's a constant reminder, and this card is a constant reminder to soften your heart, to allow forgiveness, and to find your way back to love. And sometimes there's so many things in our human experiences that makes it very difficult for our hearts and our souls to stay open to the never-ending source of love. I mean, so many things happen on a daily basis to so many people, and we end up getting so wounded, and our unconscious wounds inflicts wounds on others, and it seems to be like we're in this never-ending dance, and we never seem to escape this pain. I mean, I don't know if you've experienced that. It's like one thing leads to another. It's very often that we realize that if you don't heal from what has hurt you, you end up repeating the same drama with somebody else. This card is saying to you that you need to see yourself and realize that you have to escape that conflict situation. Otherwise, you're going to keep seeing the world as a scary, dangerous place, and there's so much of anxiety and stress all over the place. You know, this card is really, it's really about you. It's about you realizing that you do need to find your way back to love. And no matter how hurt you have been, and it seems like there has been a lot of pain. Like I said, there's a soulmate twin flame connection, but there's a lot of pain in this love situation, or could be you were with somebody that was a soulmate tie that has now come to an end, and you need to move on. It could be very painful for many people, and you just need to allow yourself that, not only just to allow yourself, but also to acknowledge that to hurt is to be normal, to feel in, to be a normal person. Don't close your heart off to the world because of what is happening or what you're going through. You must let whatever painful experiences that you're going through just confirm that, you know, this is me having this situation and I need to move on. So just reflect upon yourself and see how is it that you are cutting yourself off from love, and how can you soften your heart towards those that have hurt you, and allow yourself to move on with prosperity and peace. So Virgo, I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, to hit the like button, and I'll see you guys again next week. So please take care, Virgo. Goodbye.